The 80s were a weird time of ultra-modern synth-pop, 50s revival cheese, and classic artists still slogging away amongst the shiny neon chaos. Join me for this top 10 rundown and find out if Kim Wilde's Kids in America performed better than Roxy Music's Jealous Guy, and much more, including my somewhat melancholic hidden gem at the end of the video. Also, I've got a sore throat today, so forgive me if the voiceover is bad. Let's just jump right into the chart from this week in 1981. At number 10 is Lynx with Intuition. At number 9 is Coast to Coast with Do the Hucklebuck. This is another song I wasn't aware of before researching this chart, and I wish it had stayed that way because it's not good. It's an up-tempo track that is a cheesy 50s influenced pop and roll song that feels like it's aimed at children. It's unserious but not fun to listen to, but at least it's short. Somehow the song peaked at number 5, where it stayed for 2 weeks, and it spent a solid 6 weeks in the top 10 and 11 weeks in the top 40. At number 8 is Landscape with Einsteiner Go-Go. This is an odd little synth-pop song from the British new wave group from London. Its main hook melody brings the artsy pop track to life and pushed it to its peak position at number 5, where it stayed for 2 weeks. I personally know the song because of its appearance in cult UK comedy series Nathan Barley, created by Chris Morris and Charlie Brooker. Well worth a watch if you miss when comedy had a bit more edge. Stuck around the top 10 for 5 weeks and the top 40 for 11 weeks. And at number 7 is Roxy Music with Jealous Guy. I began to lose control. Of course, this is a cover version of the John Lennon song released in 1971 from his Imagine album. But after John's murder in December of 1980, more about that later, Roxy Music added the song to their set list whilst touring Germany and subsequently recorded a version in February of 81. It's a pretty faithful cover with Brian Ferry's distinctive trademark wobbly vocals, and it was Roxy Music's biggest hit and only number 1. It was in the top spot for 2 weeks and was dropping down the chart here this week, and it spent 6 weeks in the top 10 in total and 9 weeks in the top 40. You might not love me anymore.
It's at times like this when you really begin to appreciate man's best friend. Good boy. Get to know Yorkshire. Webster's Yorkshire Bitter.
And at number 6 is Toyah with the 4 from Toyah EP featuring. At number 5 is Bucks Fizz with Making Your Mind Up. This ultra poppy catchy tune was the UK's entry into the Eurovision Song. At number 4 is Stevie Wonder with Lately. Yet the thought of losing you's been hanging. This soulful ballad from the veteran American singer-songwriter was the 3rd single from his 19th studio album, Hotter Than July. For more frequently you're wearing. It hit its peak next week at number 3, where it sat for 2 weeks before dropping again, and it spent a solid 6 weeks in the top 10 and 10 weeks in the top 40. But when I ask, will you be coming back soon? At number 3 is Tony Capstick and the Carlton Main Frickley Colliery Band with Capstick Comes Home, the Sheffield Grinder. Bit of a mouthful. In the grinding of a blade. This is another track that I didn't know existed until today. It's a comedic Yorkshire brass band record rather than a conventional pop song. What grinders do. It's a pleasant enough novelty song though, and it peaked here at number 3 for just 1 week, and it spent 3 weeks in the top 10 and 5 weeks in the top 40. At number 2 is Kim Wilde with Kids in America. This fresh-sounding, urgent, upbeat new wave synth-pop track was the debut single from the young British singer with peroxide blonde hair. It was a massive worldwide smash and peaked here at number 2, where it stalled for 2 weeks, unable to dethrone our current number 1 song, which will be revealed in just a moment. Miss Wilde did manage a decent 5 weeks in the top 10 though, and 9 weeks in the top 40. But honestly, I thought its chart performance would have looked a lot healthier than this based on the song's enduring popularity.
Every great city has one monument to its glory. New York has its Statue of Liberty. Cairo, its pyramids. Athens, its Acropolis. But what of Romford, I hear you ask? Romford's glory comes in pints.
Well, a John Bull, please.
John Bull Bitter from the Romford Brewery Company. Brewed in Romford by heroes.
There'll always be a Romford, and Romford shall be free.
John Bull Bitter, Romford's glory in pints.
And this week at number 1 is Shakin' Stevens with This Old House. Continuing the 50s flavour from the beginning of the chart, all those entries ago, Stevens gives us a cover version of Stuart Hamblin's 1954 song, which was a top 30 hit in the Billboard Top 100. This is a glossy, up-tempo pop version that captured the imagination of Brit kids, young and old, up and down the country, causing it to reign at the top of the chart for 3 weeks, keeping Kim Wilde at bay and ruining her chances of having her first single get to number 1. It's a harmless sing-along that outstayed its welcome somewhat, lingering around the top 10 for a massive 8 weeks and remaining in the top 40 for 11 weeks. And the song at number 1 in America this week was Rapture by Blondie. This international hit by the New York post-punk band fronted by Debbie Harry was part disco, part rock and part rap, and it was at the top of the US chart for 2 weeks. And for my hidden gem this week, I'm going to cheat and choose 2 songs because I can't decide. First up is Reward by the Teardrop Explodes, which is a frantic and exhilarating slice of 80s new wave rock and roll. It was at number 15 here, but on its way down the chart after hitting its peak at number 6 a couple of weeks ago. And my second choice is Watching the Wheels by John Lennon.
People say I'm crazy.
A new entry this week, obviously released posthumously after his brutal murder.
Well, they give me all kinds of warnings.
It's a very simple but melancholic and melodic mid-tempo rock song.
From ruin.
But it's one of my favourite Lennon solo numbers.
When I say that I'm okay, well, they look at me.
It peaked at just number 30 in a couple of weeks' time and spent 3 weeks in the top 40 in total.
Play the game.
And that's it for this week's chart. Let me know which songs brought back memories for you, and what would you have chosen as your hidden gem this week. I'll leave the link to the chart in the description as usual, and there will be another poll up to find out what the next episode will be. So until then, take care of yourselves and peace.
Designed to enlighten me.
Easter is coming. Oh, what a treat. Mum always buys lots of Quality Street.
Quality Street, made for sharing.
Good morning. I'm from the tax office.
Oh, many happy returns.
If you're as poor as you claim, how can you afford 4 cars? The BL double bonus, old boy. Saved a bundle on them. This new Mini, the 81 Allegro. Can I look over your new Ital?
Not without a ladder.
And a new Princess. I'm not buying that.
Good. I'm not selling it.
It's so economical to run, I couldn't afford to.
On your bike.
Why not see your BL dealer? The BL double bonus could save you a fortune.
A small fortune in his case.
This is Cadbury's Dairy Milk Chocolate. made with the glass and a half of full cream dairy milk in every half pound. Only the glass and a half gives you the taste and a half that makes any pleasure a pleasure and a half. That's why Cadbury's is chocolate and a half.
Castella is one great big cigar. Castella's for you and your favorite bar. For when you're sipping your favorite jar, Castella's for you. Castella's the big cigar for fellas just like you. Castella's the one when only a big cigar will do. Castella's as big as your pint, all right. Castella's the one for you tonight. So down your pint and strike a light. Castella's for you.
Could this be what you're looking for? The new 323 hatchback from Mazda. Versatile luggage space, passenger safety zone, aerodynamic styling. A powerful new overhead cam engine running on 2-star petrol. Front-wheel drive. Self-compensating rear suspension. Fully independent on all 4 wheels. The new Mazda 323. A hatchback to get excited about.
Happiness is a cigar called Hamlet. The mild cigar.
Sunday, April the 5th, is Census Day. The census is nothing new. Since 1801, we have, except during the Second World War, had one every 10 years. In that time, the information the census has provided has helped the nation spend its money wisely. The census gives the facts. It tells us where our resources are needed and helps us decide how they can best be used. The 1981 census will give the facts for the 1980s. We'll all be counted because we all count.